Hi guys, welcome to the third episode of
Hey guys!
and I'm your host Mungai Eve, and of course I'm with my co-host
Rich girl is Jackson.
Exactly. And guys, today we are joined by an amazing woman that I highly respect and adore so much, and she also happens to be my boss. I don't know you guys whether can be able to guess who she is. Comment down in the comment section. Anyway guys, we are joined by the amazing Sarah
Kabu!
the queen herself of Virtuous women and also the queen of traveling. Oh my god. How many countries have you been into?
Oh my god, I'm not sure, but I think I've ticked most of my bucket list. So I'm now doing another new bucket list of now very unique destinations.
And how many passports have you had so far? Like
Two.
stamped?
I'm in my second passport.
Second passport, okay.
Yes.
Okay, so which countries are in your bucket list right now?
The new bucket list, places that I want to visit. So for like US, I've not really explored it vizuri. So I want to go to Hawaii in a cruise and visit the 11 islands of Hawaii. If possible, it could even be this Valentine's.
Okay.
So I've also not explored Miami, LA. I've not explored US vizuri. I've been to the US, but I just went to the side of New York, Jersey, and Washington. So I want to explore America very well. I also need to visit next year. So these are my bucket list for next year.
2025.
I also have to visit Australia. I want to visit all the major cities in Australia and New Zealand. It's in my bucket list for next year.
Okay, so in this new bucket list that you have, what are you looking into mostly?
It's like to discover a continent. Because I've realized every time you go to a new place, there's always a new culture. There's always something unique, something new about the new places you visit. So some of those continents or places are so far. We really don't know what happens there. I'm excited to visit. Valentine's, I'm torn between Hawaii and Miami. So I'm excited to see one of my BFFs who I'm going to visit soon after this. She's been into Miami twice. And she keeps telling me, I have to. This place is crazy. It's so much fun. Yeah, so I now want to tick, these major places before now. I go back to, I feel I've done quite a lot in Africa, quite a lot in Middle East and Asia. Even Europe, I've explored over 10 countries.
Wow.
So major places. So I feel those three continents I've explored enough.
Wow,
yes.
That's interesting. So are you more of a group traveler, solo traveler, or maybe traveling with as a couple? Which one do you do most of the time?
I always travel as a couple. I don't even know how it feels to travel so this is something else I'm looking forward to doing from next year. That is solo travels. But
Very interesting.
Try.
yes, you have done
I'm
it.
a solo traveler.
How do you do it?
Like I enjoy my own company.
Me honestly,
Oh
I've
my,
done
no.
solo
Yeah.
traveling, but I don't enjoy them as much as when I'm with friends or I'm with someone because
Yes.
now who takes your videos? The tripod.
Strangers, tripods.
No, I don't
Yeah.
want to stress.
I think I should try because I have not done that a lot. But I feel like it can
Yeah, it's
make
good.
someone, like, I don't know, maybe will depend with the destination.
Yeah.
Some destination, like imagine you are in a wild place in Samburu and you're just alone.
Exactly.
I think I'll spend my day on phone calls, calling, like catching up with
You
people.
won't enjoy the vacation. You would
Yeah.
do
Yes,
anything.
maybe I'd go sit in a balcony with beautiful views.
Yeah.
Then now I start catching up with friends I've not caught up with for so long. I don't know. I need to.
You should try.
I should try.
Especially when you're feeling overwhelmed or you're just after maybe you've gone through something. It is always very.
I think when I'm
It's very
overwhelmed, I like just staying at home. Yeah, you know, I have made my home so comfortable. So whenever I feel like I need to cut off from the world. Home is always
And that's so nice.
yes. But I also want to do a lot of girls trip.
Yeah, girls
the
trip.
little girls trips I've done. I think I need to do girls trip for like a program for a whole year. People can jump in.
Yeah.
Like I went to. Baby, why don't we do that? This girls trip. And I know the place you guys need to go. Bali.
1 week.
Bali.
We should go to Bali.
You know, Bali is full of beach clubs.
Yes.
So like every day I'll put a beach club every day in different sides of Bali.
Of Bali, yeah.
So ni sherehe, yani from
Girls,
in the wild.
You should plan that package for us.
No, hiyo tu.
Tuende na wewe, tuende na sisi Gen Z, without
Lakini si mtaharibika sana. Sasa mko mtarudi na wazungu tu.
Na wewe, virtuous woman.
No, but it's part of the adventure.
Exactly. Like we will experience. Okay, I will experience different men.
Oh no. You know, let's say to flirt and to hang out.
Exactly.
That's allowed. Even us, I think you saw when we were in Bali, we did that.
Yeah.
you don't have to experience strong to experience different people.
How now?
No.
You know the way women we are created. Women, we are created to just connect to one man. If you see a woman handling more than one man at a time,
Yeah.
it's weird.
Yeah,
It's
I agree.
not natural.
Me,
But the way men are created, men are polygamous in nature. A man can easily date you, me, and her, assuming like I'm in my 40s, another one in her 30s, and another one in her 20s, and he will comfortably make each of them feel happy and comfortable in their own way.
So you are a believer of men are naturally polygamous. Me, I'm a believer of men are polygamous.
Monogamous.
Yeah.
No, they are polygamous by choice.
Not by, I don't think so, because what makes us not want to be involved with different men and them, they are okay being involved with different women, and the ones who are not, there are so many men who are not cheating, but it's like taming a lion to be a cat. So you can see if this man was given a chance. So unakutanga wanajifanya ni kama hawaoni, like they are somehow not in their true self. The same man anaweza unajua that man unaona ametulia in the house anakaa very akapelekwa tu mahali not near the wife or people who know him. Aingie kwa hiyo mix, utakuta that man will go wild.
And do you believe a man can stick to one woman in this day and age?
They can, because of the family values, but deep down, most of them, they if they were given a choice, where our heart mtu or anything.
So tunafaa basi in this society to pahali men should not get married so that now they can explore everyone.
They can be who they were created to be.
Or what
they
is the
get
solution to this? Because now nobody wants to be in a marriage where they are being cheated on.
Yes.
And if I'm being cheated on, I would never want to find out. And there's a debate that has been on TikTok, by the way. I don't know whether you've seen it. That sadly, most men, most married men, most or some, I don't know the correct
I think
word to
most.
use. I don't know whether it's most or some. We don't know, because the point I'm about to drop is it's being said on TikTok that most or some men in marriage are not satisfying their women. It's not because they're cheating, it's because they're gays.
Okay, now that one I have no comment.
In marriage, if you haven't seen that debate,
I've seen it.
yeah.
And then my problem.
It's something that people don't talk about, but now on TikTok, I'm seeing people comment about it. People shy out, especially women, wanna cover their
true self.
True
wanna
colors.
cover their husbands. Ama wengine, they also don't even know where their husbands are gays. But I've seen people saying, especially when somebody ashapata pesa, kila kitu, maybe he's a prominent person, sisi wasichana wadogo, they go to that direction. I don't know more about it, but if you're watching this, comment down in the comment section.
I think AI guys needs to do a research on, all these things where they can, I think AI can be able to tell how many men are married. Then out of those maybe how many are gay, then out of those how many are cheating, then out of those what percentage is now true, like the genuine, honest. I don't know if AI did their thing. You know, AI can tell who you're meeting.
Yeah. Oh.
Yes.
Really?
Oh.
Yes, and AI can also tell who you're talking to. So hata kama mtu anaenda kujificha kwa choo, maybe maneno kama sweetheart,
Yeah.
I love you, using like maybe AI should know, like can tell this is the main spouse. Based on at night namba zenyu zinakuanga pamoja.
Yes.
So it means AI can tell this is the main spouse. So through the conversation it's expected maneno kama sweetheart, love, what zinaingia kwa hiyo number. But now if it starts, it can also tell how many other numbers is this number also
calling
telling all those sweethearts, nini, I love you, sex, what. So I think if AI did its work, I think we will drop a bombshell in Kenya.
Yeah. Not even in Kenya, I think
Across the world.
And to that, Sarah, I would like to know if a man cheats on you, would you rather know or not know?
For me, I think it's important to know so that you take the necessary precautions.
So
because
you don't want to go finding out whether they are cheating. Me, I don't want to find out. You advocate for, you know, us when we were dating, utapata mtu anataka kuangalia simu ya mtu wake.
No. Let me tell you, there's no need of living in denial. You know, now you will not find out, but he's still doing it anyway, even doing it better. But sometimes when you find out, then now you are even able to, kama nasikianga, okay, wanaume, I hope they are not listening, but kuna friend yangu recently who told me, nimehakikisha tumechukua malon, hata hakuna pesa imebaki ya kuspend now, mama. You know, you use wisdom as a woman to make sure, to make sure that hata ukienda out there hakuna money nini. So kama ni maybe even knowing kama ni knowing even how to be more accountable for the finances, because sana finances ndio zina nini, then after that kuna diseases. So now when you say you don't want to know,
no, I don't want to find out at enough.
These men, let me tell you, there's a man who told us that men, they are always excited to know, you know, hizo vitu zetu hazifanani. Yes. So they are always excited to see huyu hapana. So they are excited. No, they are the same. I think kuna watu wanasemanga they are over 12 types. Others say ukigugu like about the different types of hizo, utaona wengine wanasema ni 12 types, wengine ni 22 types. So now so there are some men who just cheat. Wakikuangalia wanaona sasa ya huyu inakaaji. I want to see unasikia wanaambiangwa hakuna skirt inawapita. Because they just want to see zina kaaji. It's like a fetish.
Yeah, is it possible for a man to cheat on you and they really love you?
Yes, actually most men, let me tell you, most married men, they deeply love, they dearly love their wives. Let me tell you, if you are a married woman and your man is cheating on you and he made vows and put a ring on your finger na hajakwambia uende, just know that deep down he truly loves you and he wishes to spend the rest of his life with you.
And
hata ukiangalia hata from our heshimiwa nini wenye tumekuta ma scandals na ma dramas, ukiangalia they don't leave their main wives, na hata deep down their heart, hata wakifanya ma assets na nini, the people they write in those assets and projects ni hao, but the beautiful girls they are with wakuanga hata hawajaandikiwa kitu. That means the person they love most is their main wife.
Okay, now what is the point of cheating? Because it's true, even girls tunaambiwangwa he will never leave his wife for you, and it's true, it always happen. They never leave their wives. By the way,
it's usually so painful because unakuta wewe unalalanga Kasarani ukiwa Masama Sotu na sijui which but at the end of the day, if he does his deals the person he's writing. I had one friend who painfully said, yani ati wanaenda hata wanafanya business deals together, matenders na nini, but when the money comes, he will do projects that
with the wife
are tied to the first wife. Wewe utagawiwa tu kitu kidogo. So that means in his heart, the person he loves ni the wife.
Okay,
now why they cheat?
Why are they
cheating?
What is the point now?
The wife is not enough, or what exactly?
I think they are just exploring, and then nika fetish hivyo, you know, venye nimewaambia tu, they just want to see different. Au ni wale wa one off. Unajua kuna wale unakutangalia kuna wewe kesho huyu kesho like hivyo yes. Au wako na fetish tu ya kuona different types. But the ones who now have like maybe another like official side, maybe they love your hair, they love your figure, but they don't love you
as a person. Would you at any point would you advocate for in case maybe kuna watu wanasemanga niliona kuna tusichana twingi nikamwambia tu amlete huyo wa pili nyumbani? Would you advocate for a second wife, or people having men now being like strictly polygamous, like they can be able to marry? Because me in my case, I've seen people who marry anaoa wa kwanza anaoa wa pili bado ana cheat. So I'm like, okay, what is the point?
Hiyo tumesema kuna kucheat na kuna fetish.
Yes.
So as we were told, men are not created to just have one, like to focus on one. But we have tamed them, you know, like maybe technology or the new generation have been tamed to know that is it. So maybe advocating for second wife, I don't think it would stop someone from cheating.
A cheater is a cheater.
Yes. Yeah, so most men who have even married a second wife,
they are still cheating.
They are still cheating. So there are reasons why men marry second wives. Maybe unaweza kuta first wife could have a problem. Kama wakizaa wengine wanapatanga fistula nini, wengine hata ni kuget kids, wengine maybe hizo nini, sometimes they hizo nini zinaisha, feelings zinaisha, so they no longer want to be touched, vitu kama hizo. Wengine tu maybe they just realize, kuna wengine wali make mistake, wakaoa number one who is not the one. Unaona?
Now how do you make a mistake? You divorce then?
Yes. So now later they find someone who they feel, okay, this is the person who was meant.
Now that is a con game. How do you stay with me for years and then, okay, what if me I stay with you and one day I say I've just realized you're not the one?
You've seen couples who are somehow, like I would say, incompatible.
But it's true, I get your point.
It could be even in your relatives.
Hawa watu
hata watauana pamoja.
Exactly.
Yes, it's true. Yeah, but
shortly, where I was brought up by my mom's sister.
Yes.
Compatible.
No, let me just say. So I was brought up by my mom's sister, and she was married.
Yes.
Do you know these people were never talking to each other?
Yes.
And now are they married?
My uncle alikuwa akitaka chakula anatutuma twende tuambie bibi yake amlete. They are not talking. So to this date,
so they divorced.
Okay, waliachana eventually. But what was that?
What was that about? It happened.
See, sasa maybe there were issues they were dealing with and they are not facing them.
Yeah, they're not even compatible.
So me, what I usually say is that sometimes, and we have seen it, kila mtu akiangalia in their circles of relatives or friends or neighbors, kuna watu who are not compatible, but they found themselves together because maybe dem alishika ball.
Hata relationship ukiziangalia hapa online kuna zile utaona ile imekaa sana mbaya. Niko na list.
Yes. So hao tu ni waachane tu roho safi, because hakuna haja mkae in like that situation you are saying. But kuna watu compatible, but unakuta tu mtu ni trousers zake ziko na joto sana. So like you still can go for a holiday and have, unajua kuna watu tuuliza, guy, I don't even understand how you guys go on holiday together. Kuna watu, even I don't understand how you work together. And maybe compatibility comes with personalities.
Yeah.
You see,
I think it is.
Ukiangalia kuna personalities zile, like unajua venye kuna ambiango kuna sanguines, kuna the pragmatics, the melancholic, the what, hizo zote.
Yeah.
So kuna personalities that like work very much together, and you know those personalities have a major personality and a side other
Personalities,
like a minor personality that combine to make a person. So kuna watu tu urhyme vipoa sana.
Yeah, true.
Naturally.
Actually, there are people who rhyme together and you're like, I was one ama wa date.
Exactly.
And it's so unfortunate you find that there are so many people who are very compatible, they wanaingiana vizuri. Then they end up not marrying each other, or they are just friends. Maybe washaolewa, wameoana.
So kuna watu wakishagundua, haki, to be frank, this was not the one. It's a hard pill to swallow because you know you don't want to hurt the other person. But sometimes kuna venye tu mukiendelea pamoja, we've had breaking news, watu wameuana.
You'll hurt each other.
So sometimes kuna reasons to leave a marriage. I believe, of course, the Bible says till death do us part, for better, for worse, good times, bad times, yani to whatever the case. And for me, I am a supporter of the marriage vows of the Bible. Or, of course, being married, I've passed through different stages. Yes. By the way, maybe we need to look at the stages of marriage. So as you pass through those stages, kuna zile unakumbuka those marriage vows. But sasa kuna hile hiyo till death. Ukiona imekaribia hapo, sasa you better run. You know, death could be not maybe the physical death, but there are so many people who have now died in the marriages. It could be career death, it could be even physical death, yani your emotional, the way you look. So don't, ukifika hapo death, sasa I think it's the high time to leave.
And also violence. You are telling me also you don't
there are reasons to leave a marriage. One of them is violence, you know. Kama sasa I was with another girl yesterday who was telling me alikuwa anachapwa kila siku, and she's a young girl. So I don't think such a person should continue staying in such a marriage. So there are other people who've been threatened, like
to be killed.
At Virtuous Women, we handle a lot of cases. Like now, one lady, the guy gave him cancer, cervical cancer.
Gave her.
Gave her. Yes.
Cancer can be spread.
It's sexually transmitted. And now the most painful part is that the man knew she's going to die, so he married another woman and kept her. Walikuwa anakaa in their own homestead. So akamari mwingine akamweka kwa apartment somewhere, waiting for this one to die.
Kai, what do you mean?
So the woman went through treatments.
She's alive.
And she's not dying. Actually, she's been declared cancer free. But the man wants her out of the house. Now, funny enough, like her parents died, so there's no shack that he plays. Maybe the brothers
go. She doesn't have somewhere to go.
So there's nowhere to go. Now, sasa she's been jobless treating her cancer. So that's
why did he want her to die in the first place?
See, he thought, he was happy she will die, waachane. Ndio nasema watu wengine like wamekaa kwa ndoa, but these people should have even left before those diseases even came.
You never get your
point.
Did
he do the infection intentionally? Because now
I'm not sure if he did it intentionally, because nasikia men cannot be tested for HPV virus. So until he alale na wewe ingie kwako, that's when you can test and see positive.
Okay. And Sarah, something else, I'm very curious. Like, let's say you're married and you find out your man is cheating, and then you forgive. One, is it the same? Then secondly, how do you feel? How do you sleep at night knowing that your man cheated? Like, how is that?
Okay, I feel like
shock you. If there is a man you're sleeping with, chances are he's still cheating.
Okay, I feel like it depends with the circumstances of cheating. Because the way Sarah was explaining, sometimes men, they can cheat, yes, but niyo alipatana sijui na nani, hata maybe they will never talk, they will didn't even exchange numbers and everything. But now there's this cheating of being disrespectful, like this guy is rubbing it on your face.
Yes, yeah. That one now is beyond cheating. Huyo ni like a narcissist who is happy to see you angry in that hurting in that situation. But the ones who are just horny and just want to relieve their pressure, you know, they say men do sex for pleasure. Or pressure.
Okay.
You know, they have to empty their balls every now and then. So kuna mtu ako na hiyo pressure ya kujirelieve. Yeah, maybe
that's a relief kwa bibi yake. Ati anyonge.
Ama mmeko.
Aya ngoje on my periods nini.
Wakipatwa na hiyo pressure they can release on anything. Na ndio kunaambiango kuna
I know.
Yeah, imagine sort of nugget because
really
you haven't seen lately men masturbating in public in buses.
What do you mean?
Yes. Like there are so many trends of men masturbating in public places. Unashangaa mbona usingoje ufike home?
Ni pressure. I've not seen that.
Yes, yeah. So
you are telling us men do sex for pressure.
There are those who just want to relieve. Na ndio kuna kitu inaitwa I think it's mostly occurs with men. It's called post-cum clarity. Whereby after you've released the pressure, you're like, why did I do it?
Yeah,
you know. So they start regretting.
Yeah, why and some they don't even want to see you ever again.
Yes, because they were just relieving the pressure.
Okay. That's why I think you can find a man has slept with a woman and then after that taki hata kumuona, taki kumuongelesha.
Sasa hiyo ndio inaitwa post-cum clarity.
But for me, like when I get intimate with a man, it's emotional.
Yeah, for women.
For women, it's emotional. So that's why it's very dangerous.
There has to be a connection.
When you see a woman cheating, because she ana relief pressure.
Yeah.
Huyo ni mtu amekuwa emotionally attached to that person.
Amekaa chini akaifikiria vizuri.
Amekaa chini akaifikiria, ni mtu analala inaambiangwa nasinzia nikikuwa.
Ukweli.
Yeah, so ni mtu who is really connected to the person. Unless there are some other women who do it for like biashara.
Yeah.
So then they can sleep with anyone as long as they can give them money to do whatever they want to do with themselves.
But there are also women who do it to rebel. If I've interacted with people who are like, if my man is cheating, I'm also cheating. Like we are both cheaters now. That's the game we are playing in the home.
Like this Ghana, this Equatorial Guinea man.
Alifanya saraka taniko online.
So Sarah, you were saying the woman should forgive. Immediately you made that statement. Pia zake sasa zikatoka.
Yeah, now we don't even understand their kind of marriage.
Yeah, actually I wanted to talk to you about the
stages of marriage.
Okay.
So stages of marriage, and you guys can you can go Google online and read more.
Okay.
But the first stage is the honeymoon stage. This is like the stage you are learning each other.
Yeah.
You are in love and mnajifichiana. So hata hapo wezi
I can't be myself.
You're not yourself. You
100%.
can't be in front of the person. You always want to be in makeup, cute.
You can't fart.
Whatever he says,
Yeah.
yes, Lord. You know, you're trying to be, that good girl.
Behavior.
Even the man is trying to be really himself.
best behavior.
So that is the honeymoon stage. Then after that, we now go to the power struggle. Unachoka na hiyo to fake it.
Yeah.
You know, kuna wale wana fake it until they make it. Si unaonanga mtu alikuwa maybe unamjua ni kamkorakora lakini kaliolewa na kakatulia kwa ndoa. Unaweza kufake me si mkora na the person believed mpaka kaka make it. But kuna wale wana fake it till now you cannot make it anymore, fake it anymore.
Yeah.
So that's where now you start showing your true color. Kama maybe ulikuwa mtu wa sherehe na ulikuwa unajifanya hata ukunywangi pombe nini.
Una couple najua.
Mbona umeniangalia kwani mimi niko kwa hiyo
pia wewe?
Oh, shaka niko kwa hiyo couple sijui.
So the honeymoon stage is mostly 0 to 2 years.
0 to 2 years.
Yes.
Okay.
Then now the power struggle comes in between 2 to 5 years.
So this so these are the stages in marriage, not dating. In marriage kwa ndoa yenyewe ama?
Yes, now we are talking of marriage, but it could even start at
earlier.
Honeymoon stage ikiisha during dating, then you cannot marry now someone you're in the power struggle stage.
Okay.
So mostly inakuanga honeymoon stages in the dating up to after marriage kidogo. So sasa mkiingia hiyo power struggle stage, that's when now you show your true colors. Kama wewe ni mtu wa kukunywa, unaanza kukunywa. Kama maybe ulikuwa unajifanya unapenda sex na maybe haupendi, unaanza kusema no, sijisikii leo. Yeah, so unaanza kushow your true colors. For men, maybe ni a man who loved you, you're beautiful, but maybe hataki wewe a woman who is working. So unaanza kuambiwa uache kazi, nini. He wants a stay at home mom, nini.
But then what is your take on men who maybe they marry you and they tell me, I've had friends where they get men, not really marriage, most of the time it's can we stay. And then this person tells you, you quit your job, ati anakulipa in advance like 2 years ama 1 year. Alafu my friend ukiingia kwa hiyo ndoa, hey, they change.
Wanakulipa pesa ngapi ni kulipe mimi?
Exactly. And then they change.
You know true love is about getting to know like what someone likes and giving them what they want. If you are marrying if Mungai and she wants to be in the media, be the next Oprah Winfrey or the next Karen Mutoko, you support her to be that. But if she wants to be a stay-at-home mom, you support her to be a stay-at-home mom, providing. Yeah, so that's where a lot of men make a mistake by marrying the stay-at-home moms. So this power struggle sasa, at the end of the day, kuna ule atainua mkono na uamue sasa
I cannot
either maybe atuendelei tena ama maybe you as the wife, if my husband wants this, I'll give it to him. So that's where now they go to the stability phase that is between 5 to 10 years. Sasa ni kama give up, accept, you know, kama ni maybe mmeamua split bills or you know what, however you want to run your marriage. Sasa marriage imepata direction.
Yeah, now you've realized the direction.
Yes, so after
your stability.
Stability, sasa ndio, sasa 10 to 20 years, it's the commitment stage.
I have a question before you get 10 to 20 years. Can people struggle in the same phase within a long time? Like you get?
Yes.
Kama ipa wa struggle, unaweza jipata ulika na mtu kwa ipa wa struggle for more than hizo years umemention hapo.
Yes, it can prolong. It doesn't have to be fixed. Kuna watu hata udate poa sana honeymoon stage for 10 years. I know couples who are madly in love for like 10 years. But when they got married, hawakumaliza 2 years. So ni kama when they married, they went straight to struggle. Ni kama wali show their true colors. Yeah, so that is the most important thing. So once you reach this commitment phase, 10 to 20 years, mostly watu wanakuanga into their 40s, na sasa ushakubali. Wengine it can come earlier. So at this stage pia iko na some nini, that's where you will find that maybe that's when you realize maybe hata mlifika stability stage during power struggle, maybe the man found his way of cheating na ikakuwa unknown. So by the time you get to know, mko na empires, mko na watoto who are in the teenage stage, yani mambo yenyu iko settled. So at this stage now, you will just have to stay in the commitment, and that's where you find kama ukurunda these couples in their 40s, 50s, 60s, a lot of them even don't sleep in the same bedroom.
Now what am I doing in your house, in a house with
we
you?
are doing life. Unaenda wapi?
But how are we doing life? It's very boring then.
No, let me tell you. Boring in what are you not getting?
Okay, I'm seeing you and I don't like you anymore. I don't want to see you.
but you, like ndio tumesema if you are not compatible, feel free to go.
To leave,
But you can find that I'm married to so and so, he's still the best thing that ever happened in my life, but sadly he has that
and you
bad
don't want
part of it. Because you know, ukiangalia like the 10 key qualities of the man of your dreams, you may find he has all the 8, but to wili tu ndio ana struggle nato. So sasa unatoka unaenda wapi?
Okay, mimi Sarah today nataka, because so many people wamekupiga mawe sana na hii point ya unatoka unaenda wapi, because they start saying Sarah because she has not taken care of herself ndio maana anasema hivyo. Kuna venye ulikuwa unasema ati yeye ni kienyeji, you get you're telling us like I want you to clarify very well what you mean by saying unatoka unaenda wapi, because people are like Sarah kuna pesa, mbona anasema anatoka naenda, like I want to understand from your perspective like what do you mean by unatoka unaenda wapi, because we believe if you wanted to leave you would, if it's about money and everything and maybe you've been in that situation, you would go. So I'd like you to clarify on that.
So it's not like, you know, family is not just about sex. You know, you have big dreams as a family. Now your kids are big. Ni kama sasa tuseme people who are in the age of your parents or slightly younger. You have uncles, relatives. They have set up their lives. They are well settled. You know, kids are in good schools. You're living in your posh home. You've tailor-made it to your taste. You have businesses and investments that you're running together. So unakuta just because of this thing, there are many ways to do life. It's not just about sex. So you can choose, like useme, like tuliambiwa till death. So akikosa kujichunga huko, you have 3 choices. You decide like uta continue to utafunga macho, not caring what he's doing. Because let me tell you, the biggest nightmare you can put yourself in is trying to force a man to stop cheating. What, like something like cheating. You just frustrate yourself.
They won't stop.
So kuna wengine tu funga macho, wanaamua tu tutaendelea tu tukipatwa ugonjwa tu tutakufa pamoja. Then kuna wengine uamua sasa wewe continue with what you're doing. Mimi I will stay celibate. And there are a lot of people, hata wengine hata ni mabibi wa waheshimiwa ama who is who in Kenya, na they are already staying celibate.
What if Sasa I've decided to stay celibate, and of course this is somebody you still love, honestly. It's not that the love imeisha na siku moja, it wouldn't, and you are still in the same house, na niliamua kukuwa celibate. There's that, just one day atakuja. What happens now? I backfire. I backslide.
Option 3 which you can decide that ukijisikia utakuwa unaenda na yeye but unatumia protection.
What if they refuse or they are cunning? You know, men are so cunning.
Like bibi yangu, why are we using protection?
Not even saying it, like a man doesn't even have to say it. You'll find yourself.
No, you have to talk it out. You have to
tell mkwenda boundaries. Yes.
And that's why I'm telling you, even huku tu kwanza hizi manyumba unaona kubwa mingi. A lot of people are staying in different bedrooms. But even in I know
such a marriage friends, never locate me.
I know friends who unasikia me I sleep in my daughter's bedroom, or maybe in the guest bedroom, even like in very simple homes. So waliachana kitambo, but now ndio like as a woman you are not ready to emotionally connect with someone else. Again. So unakuta tu sasa muna do life and unasahau hiyo maneno. By the way, unajua sex is in your mind.
Very much.
So ukitoa kwa your mind hata you don't think about it. And then what you do, you find other ways of making yourself happy.
As a woman, I feel like we can even go without sex for so long. It's in your mind.
It's
it's very possible.
It's very possible, but so
it's about setting your boundaries, if you know, so that one of those days umejisikia, he knows. Like, we don't have to debate about it. You already set the boundaries. You're supposed to use protection.
Yes. Like sasa kila mtu, me I would say every story is different. So kila mtu atajua vile atamanuva kwake, because ni wewe choose to stay. But as we said, there are reasons to
as well leave.
Before we finish, Sarah, you know, like you're very expressive on your opinion. You're like, you know, men are polygamous, and you yourself are you're married.
Yeah.
So when your man sees you talking like this, does it reduce the respect, ama does it give him like the affirmation ya kuendelea kijua hakuna mali Sarah?
Because now people were like, when you talked about the Equatorial Guinea story, and you were like, marriage is the least of the things that should make
Cheating.
somebody to leave, just stay and enjoy other things.
Yes.
People were like, oh, you're saying that because you've been cheated on, and people have known about it online. You're saying that because your man ni kama ushampea ruhusa wewe enda. Yes.
Well, I don't think I said I am giving permission. You know me, I'm the queen of virtuous women.
Exactly.
So I deal with a lot of women who are going through different stages in life, and sometimes I find myself putting myself in their shoes. So even if like that wife of that Equatorial Guinea guy was to come into my office, kama sasa nimeona tu Zuchu wameachana na mpaka I was like, oh no. Yeah, so for me, I'm not giving any man the certificate to cheat.
Yes.
All I am saying is I'm talking to the women. Because wanawake ukuja hapa, aki, to be frank, mpaka tunawakimbisha hapa hosi. Yeah, because you know stress, if you look at the side effects, do you know 70% of the illnesses in this world are caused by stress. We had the saddest case of someone who is now going through dialysis because of these cheating things.
What?
Because like her case, what happened is they had built an empire with the husband, and then so they were doing, you know, they were doing life together. Wakaanza from like hawkers, then they got a shop, then they got hardware shops, then they went into real estate. Right now they have flats huku Kasarani, sijui Roysambu, Kahawa West, and wherever. So they have a lot of real estate.
Okay.
So then they realize one of the main people, like maybe an accountant or a secretary in their company, is also a wife of her husband. Actually,
it happens a lot.
She now was giving birth to the third kid, and the lady has 2 kids.
It happens.
Okay.
So now she just got into a total shock, and then like ile tu unaenda home, una decide hata unashindwa hata kuamka kwenda kazi. So she started sleeping, feeling sleepy. Kumbe blood pressure ilishoot high. Na hajui, yeye tu anasikia sleepy, anashinda kwa kitanda, si anafikiri ni stress tu, hataki kuona watu. So then she started getting fever. So she decided to go to Hosi, but she was thinking maybe akona malaria or something. So vile wanafanyanga hiyo blood test, wanaangalia sijui liver function, kidney function, nini, na the blood count hizo. Sasa ndio wakaona there is need to check further on the kidneys. Kumbe this fever is because kidneys are not functioning. So ni kama hiyo urea imejaa kwa blood. She almost died.
Oh God.
She had to be taken to do dialysis. Kuangalia blood pressure iko mbaya, heart pace iko mbaya, and this woman was dying. And when when we checked further at the hospital that she was in, we realized there are so many women going to that hospital who are now have blood pressure issues, who have kidney issues, who have some even need to just immunity. Do you know stress reduces your immunity?
Of course.
Yeah.
So when your immunity goes down, ukipatwa na kahoma, hata kahoma kanaweza kuua.
Yeah, true.
So where did it start? Stress. So lazima watu wa learn to now that's why I started this facility, and I hired a qualified counseling psychologist. So ukipata hizo mashock, tunasemanga hapa, we repair broken hearts.
You know how to take them.
Now that's why even I'm preparing people online, because I'm seeing it's a crisis. Now I prepare to, yani
Usipate shock kama hiyo.
Yeah.
Usipatwe na mashok kama hizo.
Be ready.
Yeah,
Watu wengine wanalalangwa hosi hata 3 days wakiwekwa drip. Because ya shock, umegundua bwana yako ako na mtu, wako na mtoto, hata wako na biashara, maybe hata unaendanga salon kwa hiyo biashara.
Yes.
So unajikuta yani you are in total shock.
Yeah. I think
So watu cheating is happening na AI siku ile mtatufanyia hiyo research. Mtajua if tutaambiwa 90% or 70%, utajua is mtu wako among the 70 or the 30.
Maybe before we go ahead with our hot topics, you've mentioned of what you guys do. But maybe you can tell us, as a queen of Virtuous women, you guys have an office, a very beautiful office, by the way. It's located at Seattle Mall, at that floor. Kingiapo, you'll find the office. I would like to know, like, what pushed you to come up with this foundation? I understand Virtuous Women is a foundation. And also, what exactly do you deal with? Watu wanaweza ona umeongea. You know, most people when they see you talk, they just assume you're talking in Kabu or bonfire. Exactly. I think that's where the mistake now is coming from. But now, right now, with this sit down, people are able to know, okay, you're talking as a queen of Virtuous Women, you run a foundation, you've dealt with these issues, and you're not talking as a Sarakabu, Simon Kabu, you get to a bonfire, you get it.
So for me, I would say that I thank God that God blessed me and gave me a good business, Bonfire Adventures, which has done well for us. I feel I've achieved most of my goals. I'm now living beyond my dreams because of this. So I felt I need to give back to the society. And at when I started building this office, of course I thought when you think of giving back, you think you'll do something in Kibira, or sijui where a feeding program, feeding program in Madare, you know. But then I realized even people like you who look this beautiful, you have issues and you need help. Sometimes even all you need is a big sister shoulder to lean on. You see,
actually most of the times,
yes, you just need a hug. Kama yesterday, like I'm actually, to be frank, every day I never miss someone who comes to this office, and all they needed is a hug and to be told that you'll be fine. I have also been in situations where I felt like alone. Like you have so many followers. I believe even you, by the time you quit,
the feeling,
you there are times you would find you have so many following, you have so many friends, but you felt alone.
It feels, especially being kwanza sisi being in the public space, it feels so many times.
You see, I see people making fun of me. This one has been cheated on until she has accepted. You know, sometimes you put it as a fun, or I don't know even what are you trying to achieve by
saying that.
Those ati hii ni kienyeji haina mahali ya kuenda, and that's why ana advocate watu wakae kwa ndo. So like sometimes people like don't understand, but sometimes we also go through real issues in life. And I felt like I was running to people too much, maybe my sister, my whoever, so my friend, my pastor, mpaka unasikia sasa umewachosha,
umekuwa burden.
Umekuwa burden. Same story hata wakikuona.
That's what I wanted to say. And then issues like we face, especially as women, we find that so many women utapata hata I'm in a relationship, I'm not leaving, I'm a marriage, I'm not ready to leave. Kila siku nimekuja kuambia Liz, Liz, hata they get tired because you don't have another story, you're not leaving, kusaidia aje.
But sasa sisi hapa what we have done, because we I would say every woman who is going through a challenge in marriage needs to register with our email or our social media pages and just
do you
say
really
what
have
you are
to be going through something, or you can still register?
For now we are dealing with those who are not going through something are now the supporters of the other virtuous women. So now what has happened, like now people who are going through cheating, we put them in one basket. So we are able to bring speakers. So first when you come, we give you training, counseling, 4 sessions. By the session 4, most of the women are usually wako sawa.
Interesting.
So after the 4 sessions of counseling, the next thing we have 1-year training programs za virtuous women. By the way, in the next session we'll do the qualities of a virtuous woman so that people can understand them. So we have tailor-made different kinds of trainings to package you to be that virtuous woman. So we have been doing trainings on public speaking, on like online businesses, on different things, investment,
so where do the
personal
trainings
finance.
happen?
They happen here. We have a boardroom, but the boardroom can only fit 20. So after the physical are full, we usually do the online one, where sometimes we even get up to 100 people joining in the trainings. So now after counseling, you start going into you start attending our trainings, and those are just 1-day trainings. Then through those trainings, you might be able to rediscover what your purpose, what you can do with your life. That's where we are telling people, bury yourself in something so that ushinde. Unajua kuna wamama wanashindanga wamefuata bwana yao na Google.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Sasa naona ameingia sijui Sarit Center.
That is being idle.
Anafanya nini Sarit Center? Sijui wamesha tap to messages wake tu WhatsApp. Naona ana chat na mtu fulani, sijui anafanya nini. So kazi yao the whole day ni kuzubai. Inaitwa nini? Ni kama kuspy on your man. So that's why we are telling women, they bury themselves in something. So there are some who are even been they accepted during the power struggle to be stay-at-home moms. Even if you are stay-at-home mom, squeeze in the digital world. I know a lady who is a stay-at-home mom in America, but she sometimes even wakes up at 3 a.m. to do worldwide training sessions on different things. So she's training people on different things across the world. So you can be staying at home watching babies, being there homemaking, but still you're doing something even to give back to the society. Like for me, I had thought, since Bonfire is now well established and stable, I felt just like the way I was inspired by Bill and Melinda Gates, that they now focus more. Microsoft ilijisimamia, they now focus more on the foundation. So for me, I usually say, even if you're married to that super rich man, you can start a foundation and just tell him, would you be giving me 10% to make a difference in people's lives? Instead of just, because even your kids need you to be their role model. So if the kids just see their mom in pajamas, like what are they learning from you as a mother, who they just know she's in pajamas, sits here, shopping. They only know maybe the only work she can do is shopping or maybe gym.
Cooking, cleaning, na t-shirt atupendezi.
I have a quick question.
Yes.
I saw online when this whole debate came, people are like, the reason Sarah Kabu is saying this, it's because yeye hayuko na pesa, ati pesa yote iko na mzee nini. And there was some debate to people, even people were like, no, Sarah Kabu, she's the one who founded Bonfire and everything. Like kumekuwa na conversation mingi sana. I know you don't check. So I would like, I don't know the correct question to answer, but I'm like, what would you say about people thinking that the reason maybe you said such a statement is because you don't have like at your own money, you're dependent?
Well, okay, I really don't want to chomea anyone. You know,
when somebody says I don't want to kuchomea, they have already chomed.
Okay, what I meant is I don't think I look like someone who is broke. This foundation I'm giving back, I am actually self-funding everything with my little, let me call it pocket money.
Not from any other place, not from Bonfire, not from it's your
money.
Yes, and I also have side hustles. Like now, I think you saw I've started the side hustle of taking people to work abroad.
Yes.
Yeah, that is the Virtuous Women Recruitment Center. I started it as a way of Unajua kuna wamama, to be frank, hata wakitoka hawana kwa kwenda. Unajua kuna watu wako hivyo.
So you're giving them, if I've told you that hey, hapa umepigwa sana, you have to leave, now you're giving them a direction.
Yeah, but, kuna mtu aki, to be frank, vitu zile wametupitia, they need a break, even from Kenya, from the surrounding environment. They just go for their own mental sanity. Yeah. By the way, like there's one lady we took to Qatar to work as a personal like nanny like she went to work as a nanny like a family teacher. Driver teacher.
Oh, okay.
Ni mtu who even had her own business and then the hubby made sure the business was brought down with a lot of madeni. Then unakuta she had her own home in South Sea, which they had bought. She's like around 50 years. Yeah. So she had everything, but the husband has taken her to zero. What? But her kids are grown up. They're in university and some are, you know, they are tamaking. So for her, she's going there just like for therapy.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Then you know, I've seen people like that who go, and I'm like, mbona mama au baba aliamua kwenda. It makes sense.
Yeah, because you know, like it's a nice place. Like the last time I was at a place, I was staying in a hotel called Kempinski the Palm, and I bonded with a lady who also went through that. So she's now raising a small baby. So wanashinda wakizuru uko kwa the Palm, living the best life like life can offer. You know, Dubai, the Palm Island.
Yeah, I know the Palm Island.
Yeah, so she's living there, having the best life. Kazi yake tu ni kustroll na mtoto.
And Sarah, probably now that you're married, but there was still that young Sarah.
Yes.
Like, how do you take care of the young Sarah to make sure that you being a wife and being a mother does not consume you? Like you're still that girl.
The baby girl.
Yeah.
Well, I think I have not left the young Sarah. And when
bucket list Sarah, you'll know she's taking care of the
Gen Z. Niende nikawa teach kufish, you know, because
I'm an ambassador of good life.
Yes, and by the way, for young girls like you, I think still mnajikosea hii focus sana on Kenya, ati bwana tu anaweza toka hapa Kenya. Go out there, explore.
Hey, not all of you. Kila mwanamke ako hapa uko like
yeah, I go to places, by the way. Oh my God, like I went to Monaco. If you know you're a hot slay queen from Kenya, you should think of visiting Monaco for 2 weeks. It's called the Billionaires Playground in Europe.
Liz needs to take notes.
Yeah, so I went there and I was like, guys, slay queens wa Kenya wako wapi? Cause now hata mimi nilifika huko, unakuta hata mimi nashindwa ku live the life there. But the slay queens who've come there with billionaires, they are, yani unaona mtu anaenda kununua mzinga na Rolls Royce. Anaenda in those like malls huko hawana hizi za cheap ati China sijui ni designer wear only. Where nakumbuka kama I think Simon forgot his belt in London and he wanted a belt. He had to funga my dress belt because a belt was 130,000.
A belt?
Yes, a leather belt in like a Gucci shop. So we were like, gosh, these girls, na unaingia hiyo Gucci shops with those ninis, unaona handbag unaambiwa 500,000. I think there's a time even Vera Sidika posted a handbag for 500,000.
Yes, a backing bag.
Yes, so you're like, wewe hapa maisha iko juu. But you find girls there like living the life. Yeah, so sometimes wasifikirie tu ati ni hapa wanaendanga ku hunt wapi. Yeah, there are places all over the world where they can go explore. That's why unaona hata for the virtuous wenye they are not looking for people, but they just want mental sanity.
Yes. Okay, maybe a question. You've said about the recruiting people to go abroad.
Yes.
So people who are benefiting from it, are they strictly people who have registered via Virtuous Woman Foundation, or anyone can come?
And by the way, when we started, I had thought that I was doing it for the virtuous women. Unasikiza mashinda za mtu you're like hiyo ndokea, you know, unapointiwa gun hivi na mwanaume na unaendelea kukaa hapo. And we've seen people who've been threatened, nitakuwa and finally
they kill
you get killed.
If somebody tells you they kill you, they're gonna kill you.
Yes,
believe them.
Yes, na the person has a gun na unakuta unadungwa nayo hivyo. So when I started the recruitment center, I was just, because I thought we cannot come here and cancel you and we are not giving you solutions how you can restart your life again. Sometimes unakuta, I know several employment bureaus, yuko mtu ameenda CV yake imelala, you know, months ana hapati kazi, na ukipata unakuta some employers are even paying you 15,000 and they expect you to raise a family. So when I started it for those virtuous women, but then I realized even some their husbands need it. So wanasema mimi siwezi enda, but my husband can go, at least atafute anatuletea. So nowadays we are taking both men and women. Like right now I am just from Saudi. I also had to go and see where I'm taking people, because we've had both sides of the coin about Saudi. Actually I was feeling people like you in the media need to go to Saudi. Saudi is so beautiful. We have over 200,000 Kenyans working there. They are happy.
I actually have a friend who stays in Saudi. Okay, she works there, and she tells me Saudi is so beautiful. She goes to the beach. You know, she posts the other side of Saudi. When you get to her page, you'd be like, hey, this is the same Saudi we hear about.
Yeah, even me, when I reached Saudi, I was so scared. I was just going to see, because I was saying I will not take people to a place that I don't know. So when I was in the taxi, I remembered a lady was saying that ati alifika, then ati sijui kufungua drawer, akiosha master bedroom akakuta nyoka. So you're very scared. Huyo ni mtoto wao. So I was very scared. So tukiwa kwa taxi, unajua vile unakuanga na paper bags kama tule tumeweka kwa boot. And then as we drove, I think kaliamua kuanguka or something. Nilifikiria ni nyoka. I screamed, and we are in the middle of a super highway. Even the taxi guy, I think, was so shocked. And then there's language barrier, so hata hatueleani lugha. So I had that phobia, but by day 2, day 3, I realized even Saudi people are very good people. The place is nice. By the way, sikuona ubaya wake. But most of the people who complain wako kwa place nilisikia inaitwa the deportation center. So these are people who reach there with employment contracts, then wanatoroka, wanaenda kujitafutia jobs zao. So when they now, after 3-5 years, they want to come back home, wanakuta passport yao imekuwa flagged. So they have to stay in that deportation center until they finish the case with mtu ule aliwatafutia kazi, akawafikisha huko, then wakatoroka.
Kwanza wanajitanga Kemboi.
Yes. Kumbe unajua Kemboi. Yes. Kemboi sana sana ndio wanakuanga na hiyo noise online wakisema vile Saudi ni kubaya. And then also sometimes the people working there, they try to show those ubaya, but si kumaanisha hakuna watu employees wabaya huko,
but definitely negativity sells.
Huku Kenya kuna employees wabaya. But now what I wanted to say, Saudi kazi si tu ya nyumba. Hizo malls zote unaona, hizo maofisi zote unaona, restaurants, hotels nini, they need cleaners and housekeepers. So si lazima uende ukafanye kazi kwa nyumba in Saudi Arabia. Right now there is a demand for baristas. We even have unlimited. So we are telling people, if you're jobless, go learn course ya kukua a barista. Everywhere you go in Saudi, you're served coffee. So there's no alcohol there. So there's need for a lot of baristas. So if you are jobless na unashindwa what work you can do, like now we have taken quite a number. I don't know the exact number, but it could be 20 to 50. And the salaries they are paid is between 75 to 100,000 per month. And you know, when you're working in a restaurant, kuna matips. So unaweza kuta you can earn even another 100,000 with tips. So you see, if you're jobless, they are saying hakuna kazi, mimi sijui siwezi fanya Saudi, there are opportunities out there. Sahi nimetoka Dubai, nimestrike a deal ya watu wa mjengo. we have been told, yani wewe tuletee hata ukituambia uko na 5,000 kuna jobs zao.
Okay, and Sarah, how do you ensure that pia watu umepeleka hawatakuwa victims of the cases that you've had?
Hizo za Saudi.
Yeah,
So what we tell
Dubai, Dubai there are cases.
You know, when you're living here, you live with a work visa. There are some agencies who take people to Dubai
but
without
you don't have work visas. That's what happens actually.
Hata wengine wananuanga hii package ya bonfire ya kwenda Dubai. Then wanaenda wanafika huko after 1 week hawana kitu. So wanaanza kunini. So most of the people complaining in Dubai wameenda without work visas. So if I'm taking anyone to Dubai, Qatar, Saudi or Oman, unaenda with a work visa and a work contract. Yeah, because for us we are genuine. But of course unajua there are so many crooks out there.
Exactly. Actually lately there have been a conversation on TikTok. There's some agency that is promising nurses work in the US. So I also feel like it's good for people to do their due diligence.
And also before you leave, just know you have work.
Mi lazima ukue na work visa na ukue na employment contract. Unajua unakuja kufanya kazi Bonfire Adventures, this position, these are your duties, these are your working hours. If you don't have that, I would not even send you. And in case uende huko, maybe you know now I cannot talk so much on behalf of the employer. Ukienda ukute the contract we agreed huko uanze kupewa kazi zingine, then we will pay your ticket back home. Yes.
Okay.
But if you're given, unajua kuna watu lazy. A lot of people going there wanaenda ati kudetox from pombe. So unakuta huyo mtu una imagine mtu mlevi addict amepelekwa huko and then sasa hakunywa. Unajua huyo mtu ana become zombie. Wengine hata wanaanza kutetemeka hivyo. They can't work. So if the reason for stopping work is because of you, then you are the one to pay your flight back. But mimi ukifika huko employer akose commit the terms we agreed, I'll pay your ticket back.
Okay, so for someone to, we have talked about this foundation, we've talked about people getting jobs to go and do abroad. For somebody to, what are the fees or
so the fees depends with the country you're going, the employer you're going to. So there are some employers there are some employers like will pay your ticket or your easy medical there are some who pay, then there are others who don't pay, so you have to cater for all your costs for relocation.
What about being a member of Virtuous Women na pia kukuja hizo counseling, because I understand pia watu nimepata hapa wengi they need to be paid. So is it, I would like you to clarify kesho watu wasijae hapa pengine is it free of charge or
okay, so for counseling we usually say if you can afford, mtu kama wewe if najua you can afford a counseling session, so it's usually 2,500. There are those who very can't afford 2,500, even 1,000. We will still give you full with a professional psychologist, counseling psychologist who is experienced, who is also a virtuous woman. But kuna wengine who have nothing, hata fare ya kukuja hapa hawana, wametembea. So those ones we give them for free.
Now, how are you able to identify genuine cases?
Tunasikiza tu. Kuna venye tunasikiza, we can tell. Because even as we start the sessions, we are able to tell. Yes, we found a lot of non-genuine people.
Of course, wa Kenya.
Yes, so if someone cannot afford and they need that mental health counseling, hatutaki kukupeleka dialysis, upoteze kidneys zako juu ya stress. We give that counseling for free. Hatutaki upatwe na high blood pressure na diabetes because of stress, when we can like recondition your mind to think straight, so that uache kupatwa na hizo depression na conditions that are related to depression. So we have given right now over 100 people, we've given them counseling sessions for free.
For how long have you been operating Virtuous Women Foundation?
This is from 1st June
of this year.
Yes.
Non-profits.
Yes, it's non-profit. Even the money, the little money we may make from trainings and whatever, we still give it to charity. Because apart from this, we have also other women as they come, maybe wakona like the cancers are on the rise. By the way, women, you need to be careful. That's why ukisikia nikiwaambia hata mkae celibate with these cheating men, easy cervical cancers are on the rise. So like we have partnered with a certain clinic in the month of October for all our members plus even their friends. They went through screening, full body screening, because unajua si cervical cancer too, even throat cancer is STI part, si zote. So some throat cancers are STI related. Then pia liver cancer, hii inaitangwa hepatitis B. It's also an STI. So, and you know ni mtu tu aliingia kwa marriage tu roho safi. So we get people who are going through those challenges. Na we help where we can, maybe through some of those chemos and whatever. We are going to do a report of like all we have done with any little coin we've collected. But personally, even I'm not paid even a single coin salary by Virtuous Women Foundation. Then for the rent, that one I paid from my pocket.
From your pocket, that's what you said.
But now the staff, at least I told them they have to do something to earn their salaries. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe as we finish, Sarah, because of time, I would like to know, now you dropped the name Queen of Goat Wives. Right now you're a Queen of Virtuous Women. Or what happened? Tulikuwa tunajua Goat Wives. You know.
Enyewe pia wacha tu niseme wanaume, aki to be frank, sometimes mnafanyanga tu hata tuaibike kuitwa Goat Wives. Mnatu embarrass wengine.
It's embarrassing.
Hiyo time ukisema
men will embarrass you.
Tunajua hapa tu yani ni kuvumilia.
Kuteswa.
But siku hizi Goat Wife wamechanuka.
Tumesikia wana make sure kuna malons.
Hey, that's a good one. Tulisema hata nyinyi mkikuwa gold digger, hata sisi we can be better gold diggers.
Exactly.
Tutaka hapo tukiwa celebrate, tuvumilie.
Lakini you know what you're doing.
You know what you're doing. So hatutawaachia.
Okay, maybe don't take a lot of time. Just quickly, maybe you can describe a virtuous woman to people who think, you know, when people hear about virtuous woman, they feel like, oh, sijui ni wa religion, kuvumilia, kuteswa, you get. Like, just quickly describe a virtuous woman to avoid watu wanadhani ni
wewe hata wewe najua unajishika ama uko virtuous.
Kwanza Liza ndiye anasema ajeni anaona aibu akikuja hapa and I feel like I don't belong here, you get. Yeah.
So what we are going to do, we have 20 qualities of a virtuous woman. So we are going to start with the first quality, trustworthy. So the virtuous woman is a trustworthy woman. So tunataka kujua, I wish your spouse was here to know
he's watching.
Anakutrust.
Me, I'm a very trustworthy, but I know.
To know whether you're trustworthy. Anakuanga amekupea pin ya simu.
Okay,
Yeah,
I don't feel like being trustworthy we can gauge it when it comes to is it about phone issues?
What would you say that yenyewe huyu mtu anani trust? Anamekuonyesha tu ploti tu wote.
Hebu sema wewe, me I wouldn't want to disclose.
You recently ended a relationship, so you are somehow trying to learn a relationship. But it says that her husband has full confidence in her. So that one, the day you get married, do you think your husband will trust you?
I don't think, I believe he will trust me.
So in the rate of 1 to 5, how do you rate yourself when it comes to trustworthy?
Imagine me, I would give myself 5 yote ama 4 maybe ile ya. Unajua kuna wengine mtu anakuanga exactly.
Kuna kaploti kamoja utabai umfike. Kuna siku atakupea tu pesa toa kitu fulani. Then uende ununue cheaper, then usave.
In such scenarios.
So if you are a virtuous woman, ukipewa chukua hii 100,000 uende ununue fridge. Hata ukipata fridge na 70,000, you are supposed to bring the receipt and tell him, actually nimekuta kuko na offer inatoka.
But can I keep the change? Mimi lazima nitaongeza hiyo.
Kwanza kuna hii tabia ya kusema school fees ya mtoto ni tuseme 20k lakini ni 15k umejiwekea.
Kuna virtuous women wanajiita virtuous, hata wanadanganyanga mtoto ni mgonjwa tu mapesa.
Hapana.
Hivi nasikia kuna watu wa kuproduce ma receipt. So most a lot of married women wako ukitaka receipt ya Gertrude, ya Aga Khan, ya duka ya sijui wapi ya Carrefour utapewa ini receipt. So unaenda shopping unanunua vitu za didi.
But Sarah nikuulize, I feel like most women who do that it's because
they are married to stingy men.
So lazima upige hesabu. Lazima upige hesabu.
Yeah, so
afadhali tu jitafutie yako.
Oh, now you have to empower.
Sasa nakwambia nenda soma ka course, then start training people online.
You don't have to steal because that is stealing.
Yes. So a virtuous woman is trustworthy. The second one is she's caring. You know, ebu tuambie siku utaolewa. Hatutaki kusema cause sahi we are expecting you are not in a very serious relationship.
Wacha nini mambo yangu.
Nzuri acha relationship kitambo. But caring ni ile unaonanga like you're checking, do you check up on your man? Have you had lunch?
Of course.
Akifika, are you serving him? Does he feel that he's cared for?
Even mwambie atikize hata napika. Mwambie.
Hivi ameanza kuingia jikoni.
Sasa mapenzi, so you are a caring person. Then another one, so caring sitakupea 5. Choose, nataka ujipe.
Mimi nipe 3.
3 when it comes to caring.
Mimi naweza kuachilia.
Just know men are babies and they like to be cared for. Unasikia inasema she does him good and not evil. Yeah, so the next one is hardworking.
Mimi kama kuna 10 nipewe 10.
Inasemanga she works with strong and eager hands. Yani abembelezi kazi.
Sisi wote tupewe 5. Right now we are filming at 8 p.m.
Yes. So then the fourth one is she's adventurous. Wengine wanaweza muita soft life queen.
All of us.
She brings her food from afar, like the merchant ships bringing their goods. So it means she ships her pasta from where? She brings her prawns from Malindi.
Kumbe we are virtuous women.
So kama wewe ni kienyeji hapo tu unashinda ukipikia kwa bwana yako kunde na sijui zinaitangwa aje na mbosho.
Misheveve.
It means you are not virtuous. So hapo nyinyi nawapeanga
5. Sisi wote 5.
Now, as she brings her food from India and wherever, it means she has traveled to those places.
Exactly.
That's why we say she's adventurous, soft life queen.
Now I understand why she's our queen of virtuous women.
Yeah, so then she's organized. It says that, and she provides food for her households and portioned for her maid servants. Unaonanga wale wa mama, hakuna kitunguu. Sijui ati aja nyama iliisha, sijui mzee anataka avocado na anajua mzee hakuna avocado. It means you are not organized.
You are not organized too.
You need to be very very organized. Like for me, I'm very organized. I do monthly shopping for everything in the house. Every Monday I do shopping for fruits and vegetables, and on Fridays I just fill up kitu yoyote inaweza kuwa. So the schedules are there. I even don't need to go to the supermarket. I work very closely with my maid servants. And by the way, a virtuous woman must have maid servants.
Yes.
If you don't have virtuous maid servants, it means you are not
a virtuous.
So hebu tuambie
number 4. Me I'm very
organized. Maziwa unasemanga gai ilisha hakuna maziwa ni Sunday.
Hata kuna unani huyu.
Mzee amepata kahoma anataka ka hot lemon ginger. Huko hakuna
inanga kitu.
Kai me imagine. Joan rate me. Let's Joan rate me on being organized.
Very organized.
I'm very organized.
And also organized also means even nyumba. Ukiona madhogodhanyo sijui.
Unaona hata ameshtuka akikwambia, do we know she knows how clean I am.
Umekuja kwa office, the office feels virtuous.
I told it feels virtuous. I told you like every time I come to Bonfire I have to come here because I feel this office, you've been into my house, this
Yes.
whole office
It
feels like my
blends.
house.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Every time lazima nikuje niwasalimie, niingie nione, it's a very beautiful space.
Yes. So kama nyumba yako ni madhogodhanyo, jua wewe si Virtuous. Work on a very organized, clean space for your household. Number si unasikianga hata anaambiangwa her beddings are in fine linen. Watu wengine vitanda hata zinanuka mkojo ya watoto sijui nini. Please, mlifikiri Virtuous ni kuomba in tongues too. Yes, she's God fearing, but ndio nikakwambia you are Virtuous na ujui.
Exactly.
Number 6 is she's an investor. She considers a field and buys it. So ndio umenunua kaploti mahali. So kama uko na kaploti mahali, jua you have another quality of a Virtuous woman.
There are so many actually, but because of time, highlight five.
So then hii ingine nitasema ni wise. Wise words are in her tongue. She opens her mouth with wisdom. So I believe for your channel to go well, you have that. Number 8, she's compassionate. Compassionate means she gives back to the needy. Hawezi kuwa pesa ile unatengeneza unakula yote.
Wewe hiyo 5.
Hapo 5. Mimi
hapo uko 5.
Wewe unapeanga wewe unaovapeana mimi I think
then number 10 is that she's fashionable. She's clothed with strength and dignity. And then she wears fine linen in purple.
That's why there's purple. That's why there's a theme of purple.
Yes. So we have 10 more qualities. So the next time you come, we'll come now to finish and then to curate. So tutakwambia we have 6 gems to describe Virtuous women. Imagine some come and unakuta wako like tunaziretivo 0 to up to 20 zinafika 100. So ukipoa 0 to 20, you are a bronze. We have ruby, we have silver, we have gold. But the biggest is kuna emerald Virtuous woman. The biggest is the now ukishapita zote or 100%. Sasa unakuwa wewe ni unasikianga anaambiwa she's worth more than rubies. So unakuwa you are worth more, and that's why women should know your worth. That you should not just agree to be like misused because you are a wife. You are a precious gem who needs to be treasured and treated like a precious gem. So if someone is not treating you well, jipe shughuli. Tunaambianga mtu jipende, jipange, jipende, jipange, jibambe, alafu pia ujiachilie. Yes, you have fun.
Guys, I think it's been an amazing episode.
We need to come back.
We need to come back, right? Let's know on the comment section, what would you like us to discuss next time? I know most people now, they have come to understand more about Sarah. Sarah is not just Sarah or Bonfire. She's a wholesome queen.
I'm almost changing my name to Sarah Virtuous.
From Sarah Kabu.
Sasa I am more of like people sasa siku wananiita Sarah Virtuous.
But it's good. It shows that people are seeing what exactly you're doing out there. And also you've explained that the fact that you're doing this, it's not because your marriage is broken or because you're miserable. It's because you've sat down with women who are going through a lot, and you've decided like to be our queen, to represent us. But that's so bold of you, because most people wouldn't want to be associated with such things, because itaonekana hata pia mabwana zao. By the way, also your husband has done so well to allow you. Unajua kuna wale watu hawata kukubalia ufanye kitu. You get like you've done so well. I'm really inspired, and also I've learned a lot through this session, and I believe women who are watching this, they have also learned a lot. Guys, kama you're watching this episode, I told you guys that hi girl, sawa kiku yangu yote imetoka, hi girl. I told you guys that Hey Girl podcast, it's all about women. It's giving women a platform whereby we can be able to talk, we can be able to share what we go through. Na sasa mmeona. Let me know next time whether you'd want us to have Sarah, and if so, niambieni kwa comment section which are the topics that you'd like us to cover. Anyway, as we finish Sarah,
that Gen Z trip, I want you guys to go with you. Yani nikumbuke my 20s. Muliniambia I'm not giving justice to the little girl in Sarah.
No, she asked a question whether you're giving justice to the
the trip next year ipangeni. Team Eve Mungai.
Guys, you know me. We're going to Bali next year because we want to revive the little Sarah in her. You know, like me, each and every person we usually have. Like me, when I look at myself, sometimes I'm usually like, if I would meet my younger self, the younger Eve, I would really hug her and tell her that, Yani, it always gets better. Sometimes even more better. Because I feel like I didn't have someone to tell me that. I was so worried. I was so confused. I ended up like, it's a lot. If I would meet the younger self, I would hug her. So we want to have that trip. Bonfire Adventures, guys. I always tell you on my episode that in case you're planning to travel, Bonfire Adventures is the best travel agency that we have. You just need to call them. Saizi tunaingia holiday season. Na hujapiga simu Bonfire, unaenda wapi? So we are planning that Gen Z trip because we want to unleash the Sarah. Yani pale Bali tunavaa bikini. Are you ready? Bikini kama sisi. It's gonna be so much fun.
In the middle of the
exactly. I'm gonna give you guys the dates.
Tupitie Dubai tukirudi.
For shopping. I told you. So guys,
lazima tukuje kwa household, unaona tu vitu that have come from far.
Exactly, remember that. Yeah, so guys, I'm going to tell you very soon when we will go to Bali, so that in case you want, not in case, of course I know everyone who is watching this and you can afford, you want to join us to that trip. Yani hadi nishaanza kuipangia. It's gonna be fun. Hata mimi
uanze kununua a bikini for each day.
Mimi already niko na bikini. Hata tukaenda 1 year niko nazo. So in case you want to join us, comment down in the comment section, and definitely on to our next episode. I'm gonna tell you more about that because it's a trip that's gonna happen. Itakuwa ya wasichana peke yake. Hakuna kitu kingine. Wanaume poleni sana. Very soon I'm gonna spend a day with Simon Kabu, so mambo ya wanaume tutaongelelea huko. Anyway guys, it has been an amazing episode of Hey Girl. I had an amazing lady that I've always we have always postponed doing an interview.
Yes.
I didn't know we will end up doing it like this. Like it's so different, and also exactly. Anyway guys,
maybe we should still do that one for my day. My day.
A day with you. Yes, we still do it. Let me know when and we're gonna do it as well, so that people can also see what a virtuous woman does on a daily basis. Ndio waache kufikiria ni yule wa kanisa pekee na kanisa. Speaking in tongues.
I am looking forward to start speaking in tongues. So niombeni you ndio nimebakisha hata mimi sija qualify zote 20. Hiyo ya speaking in tongues, I'm working on it.
You really want to speak in tongues?
I used to have it. Sijui niliingia dunia.
I have an auntie who speaks in tongues.
Because our high school was so strict on prayers. Pangani girls, like we used to wake up at 3 a.m. in the morning.
Okay, me I'd like to understand. At what point do people speak in tongues?
Like it's you just like some power takes over your tongue. By then niko na experience. You see the way pastors wanaombeanga watu wanaanguka. Kuna siku nilikuwa nafikiria hizi tu ni mauongo, these things don't happen.
Really?
Then siku nyingine tulikuanga ilikuwa inaitangwa weekend challenge. There's this pastor, he didn't even touch me. Alinifanyia tu hivi nilisema.
Si mapepo?
Alinifanyia tu hivi nilianguka. And to this date nasemanga naweza tafuta hiyo pastor niambie. Like how did that even happen? Nilianguka nikaanza kupiga nduru hadi watu walikuwa wananiomba.
I think maybe somebody who understands more about it and they are watching, they can reach out to me on my platforms, and then we can have them so that we can understand, because honestly even me, I'm so green. I don't know at what point do people speak in tongues. Like I don't know honestly. So guys, it's been the 4th episode of Hey Girl, and guys, the reception you've given us on this podcast is so amazing. I'm loving the feedback guys. You guys, sijui hata tuko tumechelewa kwanza.
I know.
Nakumbuka vile nilikwambia tuanze kitu kitambo.
Naambia siku gani unitumii?
Mimi nakuanga na problem ya kwanza. But anyway, we are here guys. We are road to 200k subscribers. In case you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe, and also make sure you check out our other segments. We have a day with segment, and we also have other interviews, the normal sit downs zenye tunafanyanga trending, and then we have Hey Girl. So kama huja subscribe, make sure you subscribe. Till next time, bye.